New shipments labeled as virtual reality devices have arrived at Valve's warehouses in the United States, and these could actually be Steam frames. Valve has not confirmed any of this yet, but Valve only has one new VR headset that is arriving, and that is a pretty strong clue. The earlier shipments were just labeled as game consoles, which was harder to figure out. These could have been Steam Machine inventory, Steam Deck restocks, or even just accessories. There was no actual way to know for sure, but this label is specific, virtual reality devices. And with Valve already saying that the Steam Frame is shipping this summer, that timing actually lines up. This does not officially confirm the rumored July launch, but it definitely makes July feel a lot more possible now. And the shipment is not the only thing that is moving. Bugsnax just added support for the Steam Frame and the Steam Frame Standalone. Those are two different things. So the Steam Frame support means that the game can run on your PC and actually stream to your headset. The Steam Frame Standalone means that the game can actually run directly on the headset itself. No gaming PC required, and honestly, that is the part that I am the most interested in. So PC VR streaming is great, but standalone games make the Steam Frame easier to use. You pretty much put on the headset, you open up Bugsnax, and you start playing. No setup, no PC, nothing in the way, right? The more games that support both options, the stronger the Steam Frame launch actually becomes. Now, real quick, guys, if you like these kind of Steam Frame and Steam Machine updates, do me a favor and hit subscribe. I'm going to keep tracking this all the way until launch. So let's get back into this. We also have a public SteamOS and ARM64 preview on Valve's GitLab. This has started a lot of discussion about installing SteamOS on all phones and Android handhelds. But we are not there yet, so this does not mean that you can actually download SteamOS and put it on any ARM device with one click. Every device still needs its own drivers and hardware support. Now, what it does show is that Valve's ARM version of the SteamOS is becoming more public. And that matters because the Steam Frame uses an ARM processor to run games directly on the headset. Long term, this work could also lead to the SteamOS appearing on more ARM devices. But for now, the Steam Frame is the main reason that it exists. Valve also released SteamVR Beta 2.17.2. That update pretty much fixes some streaming problems on slower connections, and it also fixes dashboard issues and adds a few smaller settings. So it isn't a huge feature update, it is mostly cleanup, but that cleanup matters a lot because Valve is about to ship a new streaming headset. Steam Frame needs to connect smoothly, it needs to stay connected, and the menus need to work without getting in the way. Valve also appears to be working on a new VR environment called Aurora. Brad Lynch found star models and customization options inside the SteamVR files. It is unfinished, so what we are seeing may not be the final version, but it does look like Valve is also polishing the space that you may see between games, right? So here's what stands out to me, guys. The hardware appears to be reaching the United States. Games are adding standalone support, and Valve is pretty much cleaning up the software around the headset. Those are three things that I want to see before a hardware launch. But none of this gives us the final price, and none of it gives us an exact release date. But the Steam Frame no longer feels like something sitting somewhere in development. It now feels like a product that is being prepared for release. Now, are you guys more interested in standalone games or streaming PC VR from your computer? And do these shipments make you think that the Steam Frame launches in July or later in the summer? I'm at Savedro, guys. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you all in the next one.